If you need level 40, unlimited, limited, clutch time, domination, triple threat, or anything else on your 2K account grinded, contact Rose NBA on Twitter and let them know X sent you. Alright, center tier list time. We've done point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, but obviously centers is the next position up, and that's what we're rocking with. So we're gonna have some fun. There are quite a bit. Remember, there are 2 pages most of these tier lists because there's so many high level guys that I kind of need just to go through, and I'm gonna kind of breeze through this. So we got the hard pass tier. A lot of guys today you're probably not gonna be using too much, if we're being honest. Matt Bonner and Kevin Duckworth, haven't seen guys use these, but I needed people to fill up the hard pass tier. Gary Payton is definitely more suited to be a PG, but I also don't think that you really should be using him anyway as a PG, so he's down here in the hard pass tier. Jimmy Butler just a bit outdated. Rudy Gobert, I mean, why would you use this guy? He cannot shoot. He can only play defense. Like, literally, what is the point of your existence in 2K? Like, you don't help us. Sean Bradley is tall, but is slow as hell and has just nothing going for him. DeAndre Jordan, why did he get the normal timing jumper? I like the 2K21 DeAndre Jordan last year, but this one is just meh. Joel Embiid only has a jumper on quick, just a outdated Joel. Alvin Adams is just a whack. Joakim Noah obviously has that two-handed shot. Good on defense, but that's really about it. Sumbalar is tall and takes up damn space on the court, but that's really kind of all he's got going for him. Just not really too exciting. And then we got Ben Simmons, who's a pretty good guy, pretty solid. Again, because he's good defensively, but obviously cannot hit a damn layup. Still decent tiered. We got Al Horford coming in, and now again, another one of those good, like, kind of all-around kind of cards, but nothing too crazy. Bill Laimbeer does have his, obviously, Bill Laimbeer jumper on very quick. I do think that this Bill Laimbeer is a lot better than people give him credit for, but he's definitely not, like, up here in the top 3 tiers. Willis Regis has 22 on quick, and that's kind of just, I kind of leave you still decent here. Andre Drummond, I honestly probably should have put him in the pretty damn solid tier, if I'm being honest. But I just don't like Andre Drummond. I don't care for Andre Drummond. I don't think people should be using Andre Drummond, so I put him down as still decent. Dwight Howard, solid enough card. He's got his jumper on quick, but I think his card came out back in like March or something like that. So it's been a long time for this Dwight Howard, and we literally haven't seen an upgrade. No endgame Dwight, no shooting guard Dwight, nothing. It's crazy the amount that 2K dropped the ball, because we could have had some crazy cards. Like, you know, I would have loved like a small forward Dwight Howard, but it is what it is. Mitchell Robinson, good enough. Just like a worse Joel Embiid, or I guess better than this Diamond. Kevon Looney has jump shot 40, which is just a little bit too baited, especially for playing the power forward position. And it just doesn't have like the umph that I want. Wes Unseld sadly is 6'7". Again, we didn't get a shooting guard, a PG Wes Unseld like we normally do. I feel like if Unseld was there, he would be crazy good, because I love that Kobe base, but as he is right now, it's just meh. Roy Hibbert, I mean, I think most of us kind of forget about the Roy Hibbert times, but not really a great shooter, good defensively, but he's just big and slow. Jim Jones, I've actually never seen this guy used in 2K22 at all, but he basically is like a 6'11" Chris Middleton, which can be nice for a power forward, just nothing crazy. Chris Anderson, again, super athletic guy, he's gonna be dunking on people and shooting pretty nice, but he's just like a worse version of like Nate Thurman, so you just would rather use Nate Thurman. And then Vlade Divac as set shot 16. Anything that's still, most set shots besides obviously like 25 are a little bit tough, and we're not trying to use them anymore. Another thing we got, 2 more, Eddie Curry and Larry Sanders. Eddie Curry has jump shot 38, but he just doesn't have the badges, stats, anything like that to back it up. Doesn't move as well. Just an alright card. And then Larry Sanders is just like a worse version of Bill Russell. And Bill Russell is the one starting off our pretty damn solid here, so obviously had to move him down. Another set shot 17 guy, but at least Bill Russell has basically 99 every single stat, has a bunch of good Hall of Fame badges, can move pretty well, and just usually feels better in game. Bill Russell is one of those guys who I swear to God always feels great on the defensive end. There's just something about the way that he moves on a court that he just feels great defensively and a lot better than other cards with the same defense. So obviously I still have to put him up here in the middle. Shaq. This Shaq is the one that's still above 300 pounds, so just loses stamina way too quick. And with how many Shaqs we have in the game right now, he wasn't gonna be making it. Karl-Anthony Towns, I personally just hate his the cat jumper. It's just my opinion. Everything else about the card is pretty solid. I can't shoot with him personally. Ben Wallace with the jumper change is pretty nice. Better as a power forward, but even at 6'9" right now, he's an undersized power forward. So there's not really too much reason to use him. Demarcus Cousins, again, I still feel like he's a little bit undersized. He's like, 6'10", playing the power forward. Setcha 8 is nice, but there's just better cards that you could use at the power forward and the center position. Mo Bamba just has a beta jumper. 109 is pretty nice. He does have a long wingspan. He's super tall, blocking a lot of shots, playing good defense, but just doesn't really impress me. Miles Turner just cannot move, and his jumper's a little bit whack sometimes, so I'm just not really feeling it. Marc Gasol has set shot 18, is a good 3-and-D kind of guy, but how good can you be 3-and-D when you have set shot 18? I don't really know. Bam Adebayo, another one of those just like cursed by being undersized. Again, I feel like Bam Adebayo would be such a good like out of position PG or like shooting guard or something like that, because he's like 6'9". His defense is crazy. He usually gets juiced up with some shooting ability. His playmaking is usually pretty nice. If you give him some end game dribble moves, he's gonna be pretty good. And his finishing is always top here. So I think 2K is missing some opportunities with Bam Adebayo here. They just never do it. Moses Malone, it's kind of like one of those Giannis players. He just doesn't move as well, like have the dribbling to do that, but has a good jumper and jump shot one that I kind of like. Bob Lanier, I really don't even know much about this card. I just kind of middle of the pack for me. Bobby Portis, again, just another undersized guy. Bobby is great as a stretch big. I think he'd be great as a small forward, but power forward and center, just a little bit meh. 75 is just a little bit too baited for me right now in the year, and I just don't really see a reason to be using Bobby over other guys. And then we got the man at Channing Frye, who has jump shot 28. At the center position, he can be all right. He's just overall solid. And then Jack Sigma, I love 22 on very quick, and he's a great catch and shoot guy. Plays better as a power forward. Not going to move or dribble the greatest, but still at 6'11". I think he's okay as a power forward and can still be pretty solid. James Wiseman, good card. Love him. Super fun. He's got that defensive for a pink diamond. He was really fun budget guy to use, but set shot 30s really ain't it. And then Rick Smits, I think he's got 22 on only quick, but this guy's like, what, 7'4", absolutely massive, takes up space and just feels really nice on the court. So I think he can still sit there and pretty damn solid. Baby Damon, it started off with my man David Robinson. Now, there were so many cards in the Demons here that I just kind of put David Robinson down. I think some people might be upset about it, but D-Rob is still one of my favorite centers, like one of those guys who like would be first up, that I would be the first one that I move up into the Baby Demons here, just all around super solid. Joel Embiid just doesn't have the dribbling moves, I think, to compete with a lot of the guys that we have up in the Demons tier, or aren't as cheesy as the guys up in the Demons tier, but it's still a really good free invincible card to have. Hakeem Olajuwon has a Danilo Gallinari base, but I just still really feel like he was up there with the rest of these guys. Shaq, definitely better than this other Shaq, but we're still looking at it. Both of these Shaqs still have the Shaquille O'Neal jumper. Yes, they can shoot now. Yes, they can dribble a bit. Yes, they can play defense, but it's still the Shaq jumper at the end of the day. Just can't put him up in the Demons. Daryl Dawkins is absolutely amazing at everything, but at 6'11", I think he's just more suited to be a power forward, and it's still pretty good, but just not insane. Ralph Sampson, actually a lot better. Jump shot 4 on quick, which is really nice. Feels like a good card. Just, for me, moves a little bit too clunky on the court. Just feels a little bit slow, but like not in a good way. Like Yao Ming here, just a little bit weird. Yao Ming and Boban, I kind of view these guys on the same. Boban has set shot 2, and Yao Ming has set shot 8, which is actually still a really good jumper. Set shot 8, and I think set shot 25. Only 2 set shots that I kind of like, and one's all right. But Boban, you're not going to give me too many jumpers off. Both these guys, super long wingspan, super tall, really going to be good in the paint. Yao, I just think, moves a little bit better and is better like shooting. But Boban is still really good. Mark Williams is one of my favorite cards to use. I still throw this Mark Williams in there because he's basically a 7-foot Giannis. Plays crazy good defense inside and out. Has a good, Giannis jumper. Finishing is all pretty right. All right. Just a good card. Arvydas Sabonis, basically just like a 3-inch shorter Yao Ming, but much better on the playmaking. Really love this card. And then we got Nate Thurman, who I think if you're going to use like a shorter guy, he's probably one of the ones you should use, because this guy moves like a guard, has crazy good defense, one of the best defensive cards in the game. And his jumper, just like Chris Anderson, is really good catch and shoot. I just much prefer him over Chris Anderson. And then we got it with Manute Bol. The only card continuing it here, and some people might think it's blasphemous that I didn't put Manute up in the Demons tier, but I just think set shot 19, it's good enough, and Manute is 7'7", but I just think, why would you use Manute when you got guys like Taco? I still think that Taco is definitely better. Manute is great. He's super tall. He's super cheesy, super fun. You aren't going to block him in the paint, but I just think that there's better options there at the center position, especially in this Demons tier, to use instead of Manute Bol, but he is still a really, really good center. And speaking of, we'll share the Demons tier, and you can kind of sense a trend for most of these guys up here. End games. I guess we'll just kind of go through them a little bit. Obviously, all end games, all 99 stats, all 80 Hall of Fame badges, and the best sentences. Obviously, Shaq has set shot 25. Still great, still a force. I don't know why more people aren't using this Shaq, because he's great as a power forward, but, to each their own. Yogic is the interesting one here because he has the Ray Allen base and can play the point guard position, and he is a great PG. I still prefer, because I'm on next gen, to use guys like Luka, but Yogic is right now my backup PG behind Luka and feels absolutely insane. He moves well. He can shoot over a lot of those undersized guys. His post game is so great. The playmaking is awesome. Just all around great card. Kareem, probably one of my favorite cards in the game right now. This one I think can play the point guard position or small forward position, something like that. Either way, Kareem is absolutely insane. One of the best cards in the game. Wilt Chamberlain has a Luka Doncic base, which is super crazy. Makes him one of the best cards in the game on next gen. Makes him all right on current, but he's still in the game, so he's still demon tiered. Taco Fall, in my opinion, is the best card in my team right now. Endgame Taco, or even just a glitch Taco, it doesn't matter. Taco is the best build, best player in 2K22, just absolutely owns his trades like Bol in 2K21. Yao Ming, basically just as tall, but now has an even better jumper in set shot 25, which is just game breaking and can dribble a little bit. 7'6", just crazy. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is my current power forward, sitting right next to my invincible Taco, or glitch Taco. And it's just crazy what these guys can do. Absolutely insane. Magic Johnson obviously can play the center and the PG. I think this one still has, this one has, I think it's jump shot 3 on very quick still. Obviously, Magic is 6'9". He moves a lot better on this center point guard than it does the other one, which is a little bit weird, but still a great card. Kristaps Porzingis, set shot 25, 7'3", perfect power forward. You have put him, Kareem, him and Taco, him and Yao all together. Doesn't even matter. Moves great as a 7'3" guy, all around super fun. Now the invincible Kristaps has the Brook Lopez base. Still a really good dribbler, still has Scotty behind the back, so he's still going to be great. Obviously, Brook Lopez base slightly worse than set shot 25, but still a really good card. Kareem with jump shot 21, I may actually like better than set shot 25. I'm kind of picking my poison on that one. I'm still debating, but invincible Kareem is still great. Anytime you can just go down to the post and just throw up a skyhook whenever the hell you want, it's always going to be fun. Like I said, Taco is the best player building the game, so like invincible Taco is still going to be up here in the Demons tier. Obviously, if Endgame Taco's here, invincible Taco is going to be here. Yes. Jump shot 47 is slower than set shot 25, but I really don't think it matters. When you're 7'6" with an 8'5" wingspan, you are getting whatever you want with Taco basically every single time, and this guy moves crazy for a dude that's 7'6". And then we have a few more in the Demons tier, like invincible Yao Ming. Again, set shot 8, still a great jumper, and it's still a 7'6" Yao Ming. Obviously, the end game's a bit better, but the invincible still, I think, is up in here in the Demons tier. Mark Eaton, I slept on this card, but the dude is absolutely insane. Jump shot 1, I'm very quick, great all around invincible. Obviously, I prefer some other guys, but still great. Glitch Taco, basically identical to this invincible. I think they're a difference by like 5 Hall of Fame badges, which really isn't much. Same dribbling moves, and he has glitch shooting. He is crazy. Porzingis, this Gamma one is again almost identical to this invincible. So if you like one, just get the other one. They're basically the same card. And then last but not least is Steph Curry, James Wiseman. James Wiseman with a Steph base and some pretty great dribbling. In my opinion, one of the best power forwards you can use in the game because he has just as good of defense, like feels just as good as on defense as this Pink Diamond glitch did when it came out, and now has great dribbling, has a Steph Curry base, still gonna be just as good of a finisher, and is a 7-foot power forward. So, my opinion, if you already have like an endgame center, like maybe you're using Yao, Kareem, Kristaps, because Kristaps is insanely cheap right now. Highly recommend picking him up. Pick up a James Wiseman, also super cheap, like 15, 20K. Throw him at the power forward position. You're going to have a really great dynamic duo right there. All these guys are absolutely insane. And now that all the end games are pretty cheap, you can have some crazy good cards. I basically have a 13-man end game lineup, and it's absolutely unreal. So let me know what you guys think about this list down in the comment section below, and 2K22 MyTeam as a whole. I'm going to wait to do like a full, tier list till probably the end of the year. We'll have to see. I might do a best cards one next time, and then once season 9 maybe comes around, I'll do like a best of 2K22 tier list. We'll see how it goes. Either way, like the video if you guys did enjoy. Comment below what you guys think of this list. Remember, there are 2 pages. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.